I guess we bring home a lion, which is the best. Well, thank you all, the board, Dean Harden, Mike, Rich. I really appreciate it. You walked me through receiving this award in general, and I also just want to thank the many communications needs of my past clients and my current employer, Scholastic. Since I was told I would receive this award, along with great excitement, I've had a sincere sense of irony. This is for PR, that's what I do. At the core of what I do is put other people here. I don't do this. I write the remarks for everyone else. I don't write them for myself, and yet here I am. So bear with me. Like I said, this is not what I do. This is absolutely on the other side of the looking glass. So of course, rather than talking about me, I'm going to talk about Penn State, the folks who helped get me here today. Some who are here, some who are not. I saw Bob Martin. He gave me my first internship, or at least got me there to DC. I don't know if the program's still like this, but whenever I tell anyone that I spent a semester in DC and the professors came to DC to teach us, there was like, what on earth are we supposed to Penn State? That's what happens at Penn State. Steve Manuel might not believe me, but I actually miss his breaking news quizzes. There was a reward for reading 3 newspapers a day. I really wish that still happened, with an ice cream or something. Jamie Perry was my sanity while I was wondering what on earth I would do. I didn't know anything about communications. I took a path no one ever took in my life. So I didn't know what the field was. I didn't even know someone who knew what it meant. I actually didn't even know what a Nittany line was. True confession, I may have called it the Litany line. And yet, Penn State's the core of who I am. It was really like coming home this weekend, and comms is my passion. And I think it's really rare to look back at when you were 17, like that was the best decision I ever made. And it is one of the best decisions that I ever made, because one spring weekend, I didn't know it was blue and white weekend. And I didn't stand a chance of not liking it because it was blue and white weekend. But as soon as I got here, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go here. And then I started looking at like, what schools do they have in communications? I was like, okay, I want words, I want people, this all makes sense. And that's when I started actually like making choices for what I wanted to do. I never really looked at it another way before. I was just a teenager. Like, I didn't want to go to school in New Jersey. I didn't want to go into the sciences. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this, but now I wanted to do this. And while I was learning everything, I built a community. And about that, so one of my only complaints about Penn State, and I am in comms, so this comes back around, is that frankly, we're in the middle of nowhere. So my best friends, who are actually here today, Tara and Sarah, we met the first day of college, but they didn't follow me to New York. They all went home. So while it's amazing at Penn State that you don't get distracted from your own personal movie, because you're just here at a college movie experiencing it all, you all scatter. But when I got to New York, Penn State didn't let me down. That's when I started making my postgraduate Penn State community. My PR class buddy turned into my PR career buddy. I am. And then I saw my friend's friend on the subway, and then I found everybody else at the Penn State bar. And then when I was interviewing at Scholastic, where I am today, my future boss said, the best hire I ever made was a Penn Stater. And I said, I know, so hire me, and she did. And now I'm using my degree, which not everyone gets to do, so I love it. Before I go, to add to my litany of reasons, if you're following, you know what I did there. I'm glad to be Nittany Lion because even more than my career, my Pennsylvania-born husband would never have talked to me if he thought I was just a Jersey girl. I'm a Jersey girl that went to Penn State. And now my kids know what to say when I say we are, so thank you, Penn State.